This is SKIM. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And we're going to do something a little different in this video. A few years back, a lot of you know if you're our friends, we found out that Kim was type 2 diabetic. And ever since then, it's been this interesting journey to try to find the best practices on how to deal with that. There's a lot of different schools of thought. Both are supposedly backed by data. And so we had to just start testing things and see how they worked for us. And it's been quite a journey. So today we wanted to test something called Resistant Starch.
I'm very excited by, but
Why are you so excited? Don't do it. Don't you hit that. This is uncut. You can't hit that button.
I'm just so excited.
Why are you so excited?
Because this Asian has not been able to eat rice.
And it's killing her. So being diabetic, there's a lot of carbs and starch. And usually when you eat rice, of course, your blood levels will spike. Well, John Hopkins has this article, which we'll put in the description. And there's some other information. We're not going to try to attempt to even be experts on this because we're not.
Mm-hmm. But I don't really care. I just want to know if I can eat rice or not.
Right. So the idea is that there are some foods that have a lot of starch and would normally spike your insulin levels. Mm-hmm. But if you cook them completely, let them cool completely, then the starches actually kind of change form so that the body doesn't spike off of them. And I'm using really simple terms here, hopefully, so you'll understand it. Again, if you want to know more about, the dynamics or the chemistry or all that, check the links in the description.
Yeah.
But the basic idea is a bad starch, like rice, which she can't have and really wants really bad. Supposedly, you can cook it fully, let it, completely cool, and then you can warm it back up and eat it, and the body won't spike off of it because the molecular level of the starch has changed.
But we're doing
they become resistant.
We're doing both of us because you're not diabetic and I am, so we wanted to also see what the difference was between a person that has issues and doesn't. So.
Yeah, because I might react differently than she does. So here's how it's going to work. What we're going to do is we just woke up a little bit ago. We're going to take our baseline gluten levels, not gluten, glucose levels. We're going to take our glucose levels, which is at a fasting state in the morning. So that's our baseline.
So we haven't had anything.
We've had nothing to eat or any any calories at all. Okay. So we're going to take this baseline. We'll share that with you. We are going to then wait 30. We're going to then eat some rice, correct?
Yes, I'm heating it back up again.
So she's really excited about that part.
It smells so good.
We're going to eat some jasmine rice?
No, it's actually basmati.
Is it basmati?
I couldn't reach the jasmine rice. It was too high up on the shelf.
Okay. So we're going to eat some rice, and then we'll pause the video, and in 30 minutes, we're going to take a blood glucose, see what it does. Then we're going to take it an hour after, and then 2 hours. We'll see how. Maybe 2 hours. If it looks like it's non-eventful, we'll just leave it at that. If so, we'll do 2 hours to see how long it takes our blood levels to regain normalcy. Okay. Yep. So what we're going to do now is
you want to show them.
We're going to that's okay. Look, we're going to basically use one of these meters.
Just a cheapie.
It's one, and we're going to take our glucose levels and. Then we will show those. So Kim, are you going to go first?
Yeah, I'm going to go first. And basically, you just stick this little, this side with the opening, and you put it, if I could do it, in here. And then it's just going to show to put the blood in. And
just so you know, guys, if you ever wonder what your blood is, or this unit is only I think $20 at Walmart, and the consumables, the little strips, and we got this little case here that has everything in it that you'll need to take your blood levels. Again, we'll put a link in the description.
Ooh, okay, so my baseline's not too good today. I don't know if it's because I ate late last night.
It might be. Ooh, yeah. So that's high for her right now. We've been doing a ketogenic diet now for about 4 or 5 weeks.
since the beginning of August.
Yeah, we've been doing a keto diet, and her blood levels have been super great, like anywhere from 110 to 120, which for her, and that's with no medicine at all.
Well, yeah, because originally when I first got diagnosed, it was like over 300.
All right, so I'm gonna, I guess, do
Wait,
mine now real quick.
Let me get your strip ready.
Get a strip ready. All right, here we go. It's not really that unpleasant.
It's not fun to do it all the time, but.
Okay, we'll see what that is. And the survey said, okay, so I'm at 106, which is actually kind of high for me too. Mm-hmm. Usually I'm like 90.
Well, we had that Euro meet last night, so I'm wondering if it had.
I was watching the football game. It got late. I was hungry and I ate late. So mine's even a little high. 106. That's not good either.
Excuses.
So that's our baseline, 106. And what was yours?
135.
135. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to eat, how much rice are we eating?
Just a cup.
We're going to eat like a whole cup each?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would typically eat.
Yeah, that's about the normal serving size, like if you go out to a dinner or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to just pause this for a moment.
Yeah. And we'll see you back in a half an hour.
We'll see. All right, so we're back, and what we're going to do, it's been 30 minutes. We're going to take our blood real quickly here. This is the fun part. Mm-hmm. This is where you get the little jabber and jabs you.
You said it wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad. Especially if you do it on your guitar hand. Sometimes I can't even get blood out of it. Okay. You want to?
It's not fun though when you.
Because I don't have my glasses on. All right. Moment of truth. Dun dun dun. 173.
Okay, so would they say anything that's more than
over a 30 spike?
Is a spike.
Yeah, and I'm not diabetic, so
we'll see.
I was at 106. That went to 173. I mean, you're supposed to have a jump.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it will jump, but let me.
All right, so she's going to do hers now. We've been doing some research on this, and they said that supposedly after you eat something, even 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to get a bump. You expect that. Your body reacts. Your body releases insulin, but it supposedly shouldn't be more than, say, 25 or 30. That's a bump. Anything over like 30 or 40 is a spike. It would seem that that's a spike, at least for
you were
me.
106.
Because I was 106, and then that jumped to 173. I'm going to do a little bit more research to see what a normal bump is after eating any meal, regardless. But what are you at?
189.
So 189. Again, I guess we should have done a little bit more research to see what a normal bump is. We apologize for that. Maybe we will, and then put it in the description or subtitles below. Okay. So, all right. So that was our blood levels. I was at what was it? I think it was 137.
You were in such shock.
I was like, what? No, it was 170, right?
You were like 173.
173.
Or 1.
Yeah, and you were just at
189.
189. So really, that's pretty interesting because you being diabetic and me being non-diabetic, we bumped about the same amount. So that seems about normal.
Okay,
I mean,
we'll see.
Because if you think about it, you were at 135 and you bumped to 189, so your bump was exactly the same as mine. Pretty much, give or take a couple.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't as bad, actually. I don't think.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and pause this. We're going to set the timer for another 30 minutes, and we're going to take them at an hour.
Okay.
All right. Skim is back. We are getting ready to take our blood at the 1 hour mark. That didn't hurt very much. Oh, did I get enough?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the
What did it say?
186.
So I went up even higher.
Yes.
Write that down.
186.
Well, I can't wait to see what mine's going to be.
I think this is showing that I'm very unhealthy.
Even though you've gotten healthier.
You know, Dr. Berg says if you can look down and see your belly, that you're probably insulin resistant. So I can still see my belly. So I think I'm proving his theory right. It's looking like I'm pushing the borders of pre-diabetic here. Not excited about this discovery. Which one? You need a tissue?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is yours, my love?
Okay. This is not good. 207.
207. Now, we did do some reading while we were waiting, and we did find out some numbers. Let's just go back over the numbers real quick. I started off fasting rate was 106, which is high. That's pre-diabetic by the numbers we were doing some research on. Hers was 135. We took our readings. We ate a bowl or a cup of rice apiece in 30 minutes. Mine went to 173. That's a spike of 67. Hers went to 189, which was a spike of 54. So your spike was actually less than mine, and she's supposedly diabetic. I'm supposedly not.
Well, I am.
And I'm showing like pre-diabetic kind of symptoms right now. So then at an hour, I did 186. She did 207. So according to what we read on the internet, you're supposed to hit your peak insulin spike at about an hour 15 after eating. So again, this is normal that it would be higher, but not this high. What we're reading is that like a normal healthy person is never supposed to spike over 140, right? And then a diabetic person, they really try hard not to spike over 180. So as you can see, she spiked at 207, which obviously is 27 points over the 180. So far this glycemic index test is not going well for the future of rice in our household.
I'm so sad right now. You shouldn't even be crying.
I like rice too.
Well, not as much as me.
I like rice and beans. So what we're going to do, guys, obviously this is a little bit of a letdown, but will check it.
Do the 2 hour.
We're going to go ahead and wait and do the 2 hours, so that'll be in 60 minutes from now.
By that point, it should be going down. So
that will be very telling, actually, because they say by the 2 hour rate, by the 2 hour time frame, you're supposed to be completely recovered, and then the non-diabetic person's blood should be at what'd they say, 140?
Well, the goal is to have it to be at 180 or less after you've eaten for 2 hours.
For a diabetic.
So, yeah.
And then for me, it's supposed to be back down to 140 at 2 hours. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll get back to you in about 60 minutes. All right, so we're back. It's been an hour since our last test. I'm getting ready to do it again. Ow. Sometimes it hurts more than others.
Yeah, if you get it just like in the wrong.
And that's weird because it hurt, but I'm not getting any blood. Maybe it's because I'm like. Maybe.
While he's doing that, I just want to show my cute little shirt that my friend got me. Thanks, Jen.
Oh. Moment of truth. This is our 2 hour from eating test. 165. Not good.
Nope. So
not good.
You cannot have rice, even if it's cooked and cooled and then cooked again.
Yep. So even in the hour that we were waiting, I did some additional research into numbers and stuff like that. And also there's a lot of people out there basically debunking the idea of the resistant starch idea. And I think that we're debunking it too.
I'm so sad because the cauliflower rice is just not the same. It just isn't.
And the other thing this is showing is that I'm pre-diabetic. Which is kind of crazy.
No.
But
so look, it's back to 189, or it's still
189.
Well, yeah, it's back to 189 because it was 207.
So we both dropped off of our high peaks, but according to these different charts,
not enough to.
no, like someone without diabetes is, never goes above like
140.
never goes above 140 and very rapidly goes back down to underneath 100. I'm gonna try and hold up this this chart because I think it was helpful. This is a blood glucose chart, and it shows the difference between someone who's full-blown diabetic, someone who's pre-diabetic, and someone who's normal. And you'll see the three colors when I hold it up here, and you'll see it's unfortunate and fortunate. It actually, this test proves that I'm pre-diabetic, and it also proves that Kim is doing much, much better because her A1Cs were 10.2 when she first got.
Oh no, you're right, 9.2.
Or 9.2 when she was first diagnosed. So obviously through keto diet and through dieting, she's actually reduced her condition down to pre-diabetic because her numbers are pretty darn close to mine here. So you've gotten way better.
Yeah, the last time I got my A1C, it was 6.5. So I'm definitely
and that was
close
just
to, that was about a year ago.
Just through diet. So I'm going to try and hold this up. If I hold it too far towards you,
It's good right there.
it's the reflection is going to. Okay, right there. The green one is the diabetic. You can see it spikes way up and stays up. You've got the red one, which is pre-diabetic, which spikes up and then comes back down. But then the lowest one there, you can see that's normal. It barely goes above, 120 or so, and then very quickly returns. So this little experiment has shown two things. No rice, honey. Sorry.
Crying.
No. And it also shows, unfortunately, I'm in a pre-diabetic state. But the good news is I'm on keto. I have been for 4 weeks, and I think that my blood levels will very quickly return to normal. Maybe we can report back on that if you have any questions about that, or want to have any us go over any more testing or our own experiences and numbers. Her story of her diabetic journey, I think, has been amazing because they wanted to put her on metformin, they wanted to put her on all this medicine.
They wanted me to on insulin as well.
Yeah, they wanted her to take insulin, and we're like, no. And she changed her diet and has done amazing.
Starting to exercise. I couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, but we started the keto diet like 4 weeks ago, and man, that has cut all of her inflammation.
Yeah, that's one great thing I've been noticing because every morning I would wake up and I was like, my joints were sore and I was hobbling around after exercising, and it's just like ridiculous, Yeah. So yeah, I've been way better with that.
Yeah. So if you guys want to know any more about that type of stuff, let us know, and because we'd be more than happy to share it with you if you have any interest. All right, we will sign off at this point.
We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.